Hi, I'm Carrie Wilvings here in beautiful British Columbia, getting ready for an epic heli hiking trip with CMH right here in the Canadian Rockies. The trip starts with a pickup by a CMH helicopter that takes us to the Bobbie Burns Lodge in the Purcell Mountains, deep in the BC backcountry, our home base for the next 3 nights. CMH has been running heli hiking trips for more than 30 years and expanded to offer summer trips where guests can enjoy mountain adventure even without powder. Each day, we are dropped off by helicopter for an adventure of our choosing. And I start with one of the most epic in these parts, summiting the Conrad Glacier by via Ferrata. What would be a full day of bushwhacking takes us less than 10 minutes to get to via helicopter, to a valley where it's not too long before we find our first rush, a zipline over a river crossing. As we continue on, we clip into via Ferrata cables and start working our way up the Conrad Creek via Burma bridges and ladders. The next part was where I had to muster up the most courage for another water crossing, but the most intense one I have ever come across. When the water is high, powerful surges of water require intense focus and solid footing, and chances are you may get pretty wet. But I dry off as we hike in the open sun by insanely beautiful bedrock areas. These are spots where the glacier used to be and has scoured away beautiful, smooth waterslide-looking features that the creek runs down. Some water is silty, almost a creamy color from glacial erosion. As we get closer to the top, the climb becomes increasingly more vertical, and the climb down even more steep. Some sections of the black cliffs are slick from water running down them. The final pitches on the Conrad Glacier has even more vertical relief down, overlooking the glacier. Soon, we are at the top for rewarding views overlooking huge cliffs above the textured glacier for views that are even more spectacular than I imagined. On our second full day, it's time for another vertical adventure, this time to the top of Mount Nimbus, the first and longest via Ferrata in North America. Our guide, Bruce, who orchestrated the building of the Via Ferrata, leads us to the top.
Hi, I'm Bruce. I'm a mountain guide, and we're on our way up the Via Ferrata. The Via Ferrata is an adventure that's aimed at people that have never climbed before, but you get all the feeling and experience of climbing a big mountain. You need the physical fitness to be able to get yourself up hills and climb ladders, and you need a spirit for adventure. Most people have an absolute blast, although there's moments where it's challenging and we wouldn't want it too easy. It wouldn't be any fun. Here it's some really spectacular hiking, some scrambling, some vertical walls that are built so they're quite friendly, and some spectacular exposure with the ground thousands of feet below.
Those are just some of the intimidating parts, but with the secure system, fear subsides as we start to ascend towards the summit. Along the way, we encounter spectacular ridge walks with vast drops on both sides.
And then just to spice it up, we have some steep ladders to climb and a really exciting 150-foot suspension bridge to cross between summits.
It's the final pitch where I start to feel waves of excitement looking thousands of feet into a valley far below.
It's really spectacular, like being in a giant skyscraper and having those kind of views.
I can't wait to get to the top to see views you can only get this high off the ground. And once there, we have plenty of time to let our accomplishment sink in at the top. The Via Ferrata continues down the mountain a short ways to a rappel spot where we drop 170 feet to the bottom for the last big rush of the day.
We'd love it if you guys could come and join us on the Via Ferrata. It's an adventure of a lifetime. Not many people do this kind of thing. It's some of the last wilderness in the world, and we hope to see you out here.
For those who can still muster energy, there's another challenge back at the lodge, the ropes course. This was also built by lodge employees and promises more adventure in the woods.
Hi, my name is Bobbie Smith. I'm one of the guides here at the CMH Bobbie Burns Lodge. The ropes course here, it's a short walk away, and the zip line whisks you into 70-foot tall tree course where there's obstacles from tree to tree.
Obstacles are labeled by difficulty, so those looking for a challenge can conquer the black diamonds, and those looking for something less challenging can look to the blues and greens. Once you are done, a zipline sends you flying with a huge smile back to the ground. If hiking is more your speed, groups are organized by their ability and can head out to the BC backcountry, but everyone has a chance to get in some miles on the first day.
We have beautiful ridge walks with lots of elevation gain and loss. If you're more interested in walking through flowery meadows, we have tons of those. The hiking in the Purcell Mountains is just spectacular. The views here are second to none.
Hiking here comes with a kind of calm you cannot find on traffic trails. You won't run into another soul. We follow our guide Bernie down alpine tarns created by glacial activity, past wildflowers and little lakes and a waterfall. After some wild adventure, there is no better place to kick back than the Bobbie Burns Lodge.
Like all of the CMH lodges, they're very European styled in their architecture. We have a variety of amenities, everything from a jacuzzi and a sauna, spa with massage therapists. There's a pond out back with a rope swing, a great lounge and bar area that's very comfortable to spend your evenings in. Our chefs are world class.
Not only is the food delicious, but everything from the bread to main course is made from scratch on site.
Guest expectations are exceeded regularly, and it's really exciting to see everyone be so blown away by what we have to offer here in Canada. Our backyard is simply spectacular. We love being here, we love working here, and our greatest enjoyment is sharing that with you. So come on out, see everything we have here, and I know you're gonna have a great time.